Welcome back to Talk of the Town. We are joined by Bill Kingsbury, and you are the executive director of a fabulous organization, No Hungry Children. Correct. So I'd like to talk a little bit about, and you're one of those wonderful low country stories here, that somebody who worked for 25 years corporate, and you come down here and you transplanted like everybody here, right? You're from Michigan.
Correct.
And so tell us about this organization. You've just become the executive director, or it's new for you anyway.
Correct.
Tell us a little bit about No Hungry Children. It's just extraordinary.
I'm glad to. I mean, No Hungry Children has been, was started in 2011 by Brandon Smith. Our headquarters is in Ackworth, Georgia. I came to know Brandon in the organization about a year ago. Agreed to take the executive directorship in the last year.
Like, how did that happen? I mean, going, you know.
It was a God thing. We heard the message. We were visiting the church on the island at the time. It was our first day of visitation. And Brandon was leading worship. He's from Georgia, but just happened to be there that day.
And the
synergy was amazing, and they really needed some help in the organization, and so aligned with my background, and so it seemed to be a good fit.
Wow. Okay, so tell us a little bit about the organization and what you do, and we'll talk a little bit about Ebenezer Academy,
Sure.
and this is one of the schools that has been benefiting from your service. So tell us how you do what
Sure.
you do and what happens.
Absolutely. No Hungry Children is really all about feeding the children physically, spiritually, emotionally, and mentally.
Where?
In the schools in
where
Nairobi,
are they?
Kenya.
Nairobi, Kenya.
In Nairobi, Kenya. Some of the largest slums in the world exist right in Nairobi.
When you say the largest slums, like, give us an idea of numbers. Like, what does that look like?
In Kibera, one of the largest slums, I think it's second largest in the world, the demographic size is about 1.5 miles square, and there's over 1 to 1.5 million people, half of which are under the age of 15.
In that one?
In that one area, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. And the social structure there is really difficult. They don't get, the assistance. There's no social fabric there to support them. And so these kids are in slum schools, basically with volunteers, teachers, and so our effort is to provide them food in the schools.
Okay, so clearly it's needed, right? So
yeah.
how do you all do what you do? How does it happen?
Well, the magic sauce, if you will, is really with our organization on the ground in Nairobi, is partnering with local folks. And Maurice Odhiambo, who once upon a time lived in Kibera slums, is an amazing man of God. And his organization, we partner with them. They're the ones who make this really happen on the ground. Tremendous integrity in the organization. They buy the food, they distribute the food. It's all with volunteer effort, and they do a great work there.
So we throw around the number $1, right? For $1, bought this for $1, bought that for $1, dollar store. Tell us about the value of $1 and how that, like what that can do, what kind of an impact that can do for your organization.
Well, $1 feeds one child for 1 week.
That's crazy.
And that provides 10 meals, 2 meals a day in school.
In school.
In school.
So they're getting educated, fed mentally.
Right.
Fed
the schools
physically.
grow because they're able to get food. Their family is able to provide food for their kids because they come to school. In many cases, that's the only food they receive.
Yeah.
They're happy and joyous and learning, and their opportunity to change their lives, through really starting through food.
Through food and then, ending up getting educated, getting an education.
Right.
How many schools, how many kids are you working with?
We just moved this spring. We had an executive luncheon. It was awesome. We raised more funds to feed 3 more schools. Now we're at 24.
Wow.
So we moved from 21 to 24. We're
schools.
Over schools. We're over 3,400 children in Nairobi. So it's a great thing. We're having a lot of fun there.
And there's a wait list.
There is. We have currently 8 schools on the wait list, and spotlighted one here. So.
Yeah, the Ebenezer Academy. Well, let's get some of this done. How can we help? Like, what can folks here do?
Absolutely. Just go to nohungrychildren.org.
So easy.
nohungrychildren.org. You'll see an opportunity to give either a one-time or an ongoing partnership. Like I say, $5, the cost of a latte, will feed a child for a month.
Oh my gosh.
So it's
easy to do.
It's very easy.
And just being mindful about stuff. We have going through the drive-through, paying for somebody behind you. Jump on your site.
Absolutely.
Jump on your site and let's support No Hungry Children. This is wonderful. Thank you
you
for doing what you do. We're so happy to have you here.
Thank you.
And we will be right back with more Talk of the Town.
Thank you.